yo, it's the big brother Wavvy Jonez, and we on site.
First of all, welcome to OnSight.
Appreciate it, man.
You know what I'm
Happy to be here.
saying? So the first question that's customary for us to ask everybody is, where did your name come from? How did you come to that? Wavvy Jonez.
Being wavy is just a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Just like to live life in a wavy. It's living, man. It's living real wavy, and I love the ocean, so it came from there. My last name is Jonez organically, so yeah, Wavvy Jonez.
All right, that works.
Yeah.
All right. So, how do you define yourself to the culture? You feel like you're a content creator, a hip hop artist?
Yeah. I'm a creative. In all senses of the word, like everything. Like that's how I spend my life. Just being creative, act, rapping. You know what I'm saying? Me and my partner Bradell, we put together content. We might do a podcast, just whatever we can do to stay in that creative lane is basically what I do. That's what I define myself as in the culture.
Which one do you have the most fun at? Because I seen some of the shorts with y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do I have the most fun at? Well, like you just said, it's being creative in it all. It's acting. I like going out there because it almost brings you back to being a child. You know what I'm saying? You used to play house and cops and robbers and stuff like that, and you just put yourself in this different realm of somebody that you're not. I think that's really dope when it comes to the acting. Rapping, you're your own director. You know what I'm saying? You're able to bring the stories that you want to bring to light and stuff like that. So I love both. And just getting with my family and my friends and just creating some dope content. It's just what I love.
Okay, all right. Well, you know I'm going to have to ask you about Had a Dream. When you wrote that, what was you thinking?
I just, at the time when I did that record, it was more like just feeling it, just feeling this new life that I've walked into, and just thinking about what we dreamed about when we was kids, of being able to be in these rooms with these people, being creative and doing what we want to do and living life at our own stakes. You know what I'm saying? Taking chances and doing what we got to do. Like, it was just the dreams that we had, and that's where that message came from. Just realizing who we are and just step into it. And I had a dream about all this years ago. So that's what I reckon.
All right. I like that track too, man.
Thank
that's
you,
a tough
bro.
track for real. It really is. What is the biggest influence on you as an actor and as a hip hop artist? Kind of a 2-part question.
The biggest influence. Well, life is the biggest influence in it all. Because without living, you won't be able to see these things to bring it to life the way you see it. So I would say that life is the greatest influence. And then, I mean, there was many cats that was rapping and acting. You got Common, you got LL, you got Pac, you got Joey Badass. Now, there's a lot of people doing it. And just being an entertainer and a creative, I feel like.
All right. So a collective of people in life itself.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So, which song from your whole collection would you say that you prefer over all your songs?
Of my own songs? Oh, man, I just did this beautiful record not too long ago by my mom. It's called Mama's. Produced by my big brother Melee out of Long Island. We just released that on Mother's Day, so I feel like that was some of my most truth thus far. I'm just speaking about my life because I'm not too, you know what I'm saying? We paint pictures lyrically, but at the same time, I feel like that was my most vulnerable type of record. And I would.
Them usually the best ones when you're vulnerable. Them usually is the best ones for real.
For sure.
Okay, so you spoke about being from Long Island. So, which New York MC do you admire the most?
I can't just say one.
There's a lot of them, right?
I would lie and sit there and just say one. So I'm just gonna give you a few of them because all of these people have some type of part into who Wavvy Jonez is.
Okay.
I would say Rakim.
Right.
Big. Jay, Nas,
Mm-hmm.
DMX. As far as
Okay.
New York
All right.
MCs, yeah.
What about from the island though? What about from the Strong Island?
Rakim.
Ah.
Rakim, you got EPMD,
Yeah.
De La Soul.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Collective.
right. So okay. In addition to that,
Mm-hmm.
living in NC for some time,
Right.
which artists would you say influenced you being here? You know, you listened to them and they stood out from the pack.
We talking about local or we talking about
Anybody. It don't matter if it's local, if they was a national recording artist.
Yeah.
Just they influenced you personally.
I would have to just say Cole, as far as because we in NC and a lot of cats here mostly, you know, you get the trap sound. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of lyrical monsters coming out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say Cole. You got Rain. Shout out to Young Cakes from Fayetteville, 3030.
Okay.
There's a couple cats, man, that actually stood at Cornball, Gutterville, or Rock Reeler. It's my people, you know what I'm saying? They definitely stand out to me as lyricists.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Who you got in the verses between Cole and Kendrick?
I'm taking Cole World. And I love K-Dot. Don't get it twisted. I love K-Dot, but I'm definitely going to take J. Cole in that one. That's because I just relate more. And being in the Ville, you know what I'm saying, being in the Spring Lake, Fayetteville, so a lot of things he says is like vivid to me.
Mm-hmm.
So always like Kendrick, he speaks about Compton. I love that because I go out there a lot. I'm always in LA. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I would take Cole World in that one.
Okay, so here's definitely I didn't want to ask and lead with all these type questions, but whenever you got into, the Unsolved,
Mm-hmm.
how did that help you grow as an artist and an actor? Because obviously you was into it prior to.
Well, we was just doing an independent thing around here, making music as a collective with me and my people. But when I got into Unsolved, I was able to go to Hollywood and learn so many new things that I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's oftentimes around here when I may see an MC or artist or whatever, and I think they have potential to do something, I'll be like, yo, you should try this, try that. It's just because of what I've learned, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I remember going in and them telling me that my music wasn't up to par. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I done been through
They
some
tried
stuff.
you, huh?
Yeah. They said my music wasn't up to par because it sounded dated. And this was 2007 when everybody was mostly commercial. No, okay. 2017 when everybody was mostly on this commercial type of stuff.
Right.
So, in it, I've learned a lot about just being who I am, and I was okay with that because not everybody is gonna like my sound or like the next person's sound. I thought the new Kendrick Lamar album was fire. I thought it was crazy, but my boy Brodell just told me recently that people online didn't like it.
What?
So it's like, yeah, a lot of people didn't like it. So it's all in favor of just how people feel and what they connect to. So when I see cats around here, whatever, I'll be like, yo, try this, just try this, see what happens. Just be yourself. You don't have to be the next person because eventually that wave is gonna get played out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You ask me why Wavvy Jonez, I'm on my own wave. Everybody else is getting played out, trying to ride everybody else's wave.
Right.
I'm just doing my own thing.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I hear like vintage hip hop is that's how I see it. It's really like I always told people it's coming back. Yeah. It's coming back. You can't kill that because people influenced by it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it's probably the most solid form of lyricism. Yeah. Because after Rakim, how much have it changed?
Right. Rakim definitely set the tone. As far as MCing goes, I feel like if you connect with the people, if you connect with your fans, that's how you're gonna stand around. We always try to be like, oh, you need a hit, you need to join on TikTok. But most of them people come and they're going tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? They here today. We everybody what was that little dance that everybody was doing a little while ago?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
There's no shade to him, but it's like we get these opportunities to put our stuff on TikTok, and that's lovely. You get a chance to get out the hood and you know what I'm saying, feed your family, but at the same time, being authentic and connecting with the people is gonna keep you around the longest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Around here, you mentioned, some artists around here, like, briefly. Let's expand upon that a little bit. Like, I don't know exactly, the artists that you tapped in with around here.
Yeah.
But I heard.
Yeah, I'm tapped in with a few of them.
Right.
Tapped in with a few of them. Some really great artists coming out of here, man. Carolina, period, has some amazing talent coming out of here, and it's like a lot of them are overlooked because it's this. I'm not sure. Somebody said it the other day, but there's a crab in a barrel mentality to where it's like support is so quiet and the bullshit is just so, you know what I'm saying, so loud.
Right,
and everybody is getting tuned out, but there's some authentic artists, some more authentic cats coming out here. Like I said, Young Cakes, Gutterville, Mad Bishop. There's a lot of cats coming out here that have that sound. I like Young Heavyweight. That's my brother.
Young Heavyweight.
Yeah,
Okay.
him and Animal.
Yeah.
They just have a different organic sound. You know what I'm saying? It's creative.
Right.
And I like what they be putting together, man. There's a couple cats around here.
Yeah, they made it. I like to hear a sound that somebody made theyself. You know what I'm saying? Instead of what they heard and then they just
try to do.
That's easy. You know what I'm saying? That's easy when you get that. But when you make your sound, like I listen to an artist and see how they made their sound. So like the process when you first in your head knew that I want to do this. When was that?
Man, well, I was 5. I was 5 when I started rapping. I went to this kindergarten, and not kindergarten. I went to this little preschool. It was back home in Long Island, and we went into this like basement. It was like a basement preschool, and we went in there, and they was teaching the kids poetry. I didn't know nothing about it, but I always loved the way people put their words together. When I really knew, because I used to just write then, but when I really knew that I wanted to rap was the first time I heard Eric Sermon, Just Like Music.
Yeah.
Come on, it was on Martin's Martin movie. I forgot which one it was. What's the worst that can happen or something like that.
Right.
And I heard that joint. I'm listening to it and I just went crazy. And I said, Mom, who is this? She said, this guy's from Long Island.
Yeah.
And when she said that, I was like, for real? I was like, you can do that? Like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? So it was like, when I heard that song, I always knew when I heard Juicy or Biggie, I was like, yo, I like that feeling. But when I heard Just Like Music, it was like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
So, it was around that time, man, whenever that was.
Yeah, man, that's a classic, Just Like Music, man.
Yeah.
EPMD, man.
Man.
That's going back for me.
Shout out to the big one,
Yeah, for sure. So in the next year, what do you really like see yourself? You got any projects or you know what I'm saying, you expanding your entrepreneurship anywhere?
Yeah. Right now we working on a brand, the Food for Billionaires brand.
Okay.
And with that we're gonna be doing music. There's a couple things I want to venture into. Probably cannabis in a few years.
Okay.
Certain
all right.
different things that we want to get into with that. The production company, building things with my own partners. We want to start doing our own films and stuff and taking it into these rooms. Because it's like, what's the point of being in these rooms if you can't find a few dope cats that you rock with? Like, we need to bring our content over there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, we're going to be working on stuff like that in the next few years.
That's something that I wanted to ask you. I was searching in my mind. As far as like you yourself, I see like a lot of stuff on not just YouTube but just social media where people do shorts. So did you ever think about doing like short films, like something like an 8-minute film or something like that?
Actually, we got a classic one up there right now. When we did that, 2016?
Yeah.
2016 is we did this joint called Something's Gotta Give.
Okay.
It's a short film. It's on YouTube. You can check it out.
Okay.
Me and Moray. My bad. Let me say Moray is another artist that, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother, you know what I mean? That's another artist I feel is dope, and he definitely stood out enough to actually go to the heights he went. So shout out to him right quick. But
right.
Yeah, there was a short film we did in 2016, just a couple cats in the hood. We put together, well, my brother right here, Bradell, he hit me up and was like, we should do something, because when we went to Hollywood, it was like, wow, we should take it there with it.
Yeah.
So when we went to Hollywood, he kept telling me, yo, you need to be out here. You need to be out here. So he came back from Hollywood and he had a vision to do a film, and it was called Something's Gotta Give. Just trying to change the atmosphere of everything that was going on. As people that come from the neighborhoods we come from, we go through a lot. So
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He had a vision to let me star in his movie. I wasn't trying to be no actor, but it was like, let's do it. And we put together a short film called Something's Gotta Give. It's up on YouTube now. All right.
And that's his movie?
Yeah, he shot it, produced it. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so let me see. Do you have like besides the Food for a Billionaire, do you have any other projects? You know what I'm saying? That you're working on, maybe in collaboration with other people?
I mean, there's always projects that end up coming up. Working on a couple movies. I actually got 2 movies that will be coming out this year. One called The Adults, another one called Run Nixon. I did that with one of the homies out in Las Vegas, called Sky's Direct. Sky Directs, I met him out in L.A. I met him out in L.A. and he told me he had a vision to do this movie, but he was talking at the time, but I felt like he was serious.
Yeah.
So I was like, this dude is serious. You know what I'm saying? So I seen him go up in front of the Netflix building, and he was holding up signs like, yo, let me work. You know what I mean? And I was like, this dude is the real deal. He said, it don't matter. So I reached out to him, just checking on him. You know what I'm saying? I always like to check on my brothers that's trying to do this thing, that's checking on him. He was like, yo, I need you in this movie. I said, say no more, man. Let's go. Let's do it. So
Right.
I flew out to Vegas and got in that movie with them. So that's going to be coming out this year.
Okay.
And then I'm set to do a movie in New York this summer before I come back and do this movie out in Wilmington.
Right.
Me and a few of my people from like my old castmates and stuff like that are putting
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you was gonna give anybody some advice as far as like when they get into these rooms, you know what I'm saying, how to handle themselves, you know, because some people get starstruck, you know. What would you say to them?
I would say, know where you from, know where you at, and know where you going. So when you step into these rooms, you allowing people to know, like, yeah, I'm here, and I recognize everything y'all do. And be grateful. It's okay. Be a fan. You know what I'm saying? Be a fan, because that creates good art at the end of the day when we are fans of people. But just know who you are at your core. So when you step into these rooms, people feel that energy. You know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid to speak what you want to the atmosphere. Like speak it, walk in these rooms and just handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Like just handle your business.
Okay.
Because a lot of these people, you know what I mean? They already look at you a certain way. They already look at you a certain way. Certain people gonna look at you like you beneath them. Some people you're gonna find a lot of fake people and a lot of real people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real is rare, fake is everywhere. So you gotta just, like I said, know where you coming from, know where you at, know where you going. And step into the room with that type of energy.
That's it, man. That's a great advice, man. With that right there, I'ma just like say if you want to look into the camera and shout out anybody, you know what I'm saying, big up anybody, you know, just give them their flowers if you want to.
Man, just shout out to everybody with a dream. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here for everybody that's trying to do your thing. Shout out to everybody with a dream. Just know, like I said, know where you coming from, know where you at, know where you going, and just hammer that joint out, man. Shout out to everybody. There's no specific person. Shout out to everybody.
Gotcha.